Good evening, really good afternoon, everybody, from Gus Andrews, or no, Gus Anderson, I beg your pardon, Gus Anderson Field. That's the way to start broadcast, am I right? Gus Anderson Field in McDowell, or home of McDowell, in Erie. Where's Erie, you might be wondering? We're not even in Northeast Ohio. We're not even in the state of Ohio. We are in Erie, Pennsylvania for this week one matchup, which promises to be a dandy, featuring the good old Highland Hornets and the McDowell Trojans. Week one now, Erie McDowell, of course, in Pennsylvania. They usually play Ohio schools due to how large their school is compared to everyone else in the area. That's also a public school. I anticipate a good crowd, not just here tonight, but here on YouTube. Tell your friends about this on WHBW, your one stop for all things Highland. To a lesser extent now, Ball Wallace. High school football is almost here. It will be here in 24 minutes and 44 seconds at this stadium that goes east and west. Yeah, that's a lot because you can see the sun over there. Yep, it's making its presence known today. The Hornets are still on the field practicing and stuff. I can't wait. Wow, it's going to be a fun season to say the least here for the Highland Hornets, and starts outside the state of Ohio for the first time in school history. I can't wait to see if we can win this one. Last year was a tough act to follow up for this year. And we'll see if we have what it takes. We got the pieces. We don't have the line as last year, but we have the bits and pieces to do it. We have the schedule. We have the team. We have Casey Miser, the senior, who is a Mr. Football candidate. If you ask me, I know I might be a little biased, but it might be true. Tommy Maroon here for WHBW. Once again, tell your friends about this live stream. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Gotta know next time we go live, which will be tomorrow at 5 p.m., when I am going to Wadsworth High School to watch the good old Hornets take on the Wadsworth Grizzlies, as you might expect, in a game of high school girls soccer. Coach Z and the gang want to do a good job. I do not doubt them. In fact, I doubt they'll do bad, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. They're going to do a good job. He was also going to do a good job, Mr. Mike Gibbons and the Highland Hornets. It's his 11th season here at Highland High School, the late Catholic grad and the Evil Empire linebacker. He played for those two schools, of course. And, of course, who could possibly forget the fact that he's been the head coach here at Highland since 2015, coinciding with our North Gateway Tire Field opening. And he has done an incredible job, especially within the past few years. 10 wins in each of the last 4 seasons, to be exact. It is really something to lo and behold. 84 wins, 30 losses. Now, who's McDowell's head coach is Aaron Slocum. He's got a bunch of assistants. Dave Frank. He's got John Ferraro, Zachary Edmiston, Justin Hall, Andrew Gillespie, Chris Spooner, Isaac Munson, Brad Orlando, Sean Carlson, Joey Salati, and Steve DeHart. Of course, we have a good fair share of coaches as well, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. Who are they, you might be wondering? You know Mike Gibbons, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, Chris Meyer, the Ashland grad. His dad, of course, played or coached at BW for a good chunk of time. There's Mike Netling, who played for the other guys, not the Evil Empire, but the other guys, if you know who I'm talking about, folks. Kenny Fritz, Jordan Gribble. Who else you might be wondering? Tristan Endo, Nate Bracey, Dominic Lombardi, Cameron Neos. Neos, a good guy. In fact, all of them good guys. Even Mr. Netling, who is a John Carroll one. Well, the good guys are heading the locker room over there. We are almost ready for what should be An entertaining game of high school football. Under 21 minutes till it's rock and roll time. I hear the band over there. There's a giant inflatable Trojan helmet. Because after all, they are the McDowell Trojans, like the University of Southern California, not South Carolina. Both are USC, though. The University of Southern California or Troy University. They're also the Trojans, too. Trinity Trojans in Division 3. Now we're heading into the locker room all the way over there. Kind of a hike for us, but Coach Gibbons is going to give the speech of a lifetime like he always does. There's a good look over there on the far side of number 13, Landon Kuzma, one of our senior kickers on behalf of Carson Kwiatkowski. But the other dude that is on the right of your screen, that's Jonah Cowles. I assume Jonah's going to have kicking duties this season. He had kicking duties last year. He's one of the best kickers in the state of Ohio, so be on the lookout for Mr. Cowles. This guy really knows how to get a party started. This is going to be one of those days where you just look forward to. I've been looking forward to this since last November when we lost to Avon in a heartbreaking game of the regional finals. Avon, of course, won the state. And before you say, oh, Tommy, it's way too early to think about Avon, let me tell you, the players were at J-Mo Gordon's house last night. They were scouting the Eagles in their 40-14 rout over the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Now, St. Ignatius. Can you still get this, folks? I hope you did. My Wi-Fi was off, had to go back on. Saw a bad connection. I apologize in advance. If you can't get anything, please let me know. I need to know because it is before kickoff. I can always jump out and try it again. Please let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Mom, can you text me if you can say anything? We got 17 minutes and 52 seconds, so it's rock and roll time here in Erie, PA. And by PA, I mean Erie, Pennsylvania. You just know it, folks. You just know it. Who will win is the $1 million question, and the $1 million answer will be coming your way in a little bit. Once again, this stadium, Gus Anderson Field, is an east-west stadium, sort of like the Cleveland Browns at Huntington Bank Field. All right, I'm live. Good. My mom said I'm live. Thank you, Mom. Just want to make sure because it was cutting out for a bit and I had to hop on the Wi-Fi. I will say the McDowell hospitality has been very kind, very generous. No complaints from their people here in the press box. No complaints from their fans. But their students were barking at me. Let me assure you that, ladies and gentlemen. Their students were barking at me. They say, you don't know what you're going up against. Well, we'll see in a minute, though. It's one thing trash talk. It's another thing see what you can do for 48 minutes. I'm not trying to criticize McDowell. I'm just saying, before I have good connection, good. Let's listen meanwhile. Anyways, folks, 16 minutes, 13 seconds. Cheerleaders are, excuse me for 1 second. They are over, if I can do it, they're right there towards the top left corner of your screen. They might be where the good guys are going to exit out of the tunnel. And really out of the locker room. Let's go look at McDowell's band. They're in what looks to be their full uniforms. I know sometimes we don't go in our full uniforms whenever it's a hot night like this. And beautiful night, I must say, here in Pennsylvania. It is currently approximately 70 some odd degrees Fahrenheit. And as you can tell, clear skies, bunch of sun. Look at that. No lights on right now. You can definitely anticipate them to be on by the end of this football game. If you're new to WHBW, hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon now. What the starting line for Highland, I do not know. I know Grady Gibb is taking snaps for the Hornets. Grady Gibb will be starting at quarterback. His weapons include, of course, Luke Girding, Evan Faust, Nick Dubkowski, and who could possibly forget Casey Miser, the Mr. Football candidate. Now, Mohammed is, as always, my guy who always updates me on other scores throughout Northeast Ohio, so he'll get me everything that's going on elsewhere. That's not a big band for McDowell. This doesn't seem like a big band. Maybe it's me. So McDowell, looking forward to this one. Now, most of the time, they're going up against Ohio schools. Five of their opponents are from the OHSAA. They're going up against the New York school. I believe St. Francis at the end of the season. This is our only out-of-state opponent. And aside from Canadian Prep, when I was in middle school, 7th grade, that's the only team I can recall playing outside of Northeast Ohio, or not Northeast Ohio, but the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Of course, the CIAA, Pennsylvania. I don't know what the I stands for, but you can only assume the AA stands for Athletic Association. I would tell them we're the best team in Ohio. There's just one issue. I don't believe in trash talk. The only trash talk you have is on the field for 48 minutes. Now the band's playing already. They're getting stuff going. They make a giant M, I can tell by their band. Once again, does not look like a giant band to my estimation. I know we got a bigger band. Speaking of the band, the Pride of Highland Marching Band is going to be fashionably late. Sort of like Spud Patrick to Mr. Krabs' house. I remember that. Seniors, we have 23 seniors on the team. Would go through them all, but that would take an eternity, 23 seniors. So it's going to be a good game, I tell you, today. Already, I can tell we got a bunch of people checking in to WHBW. The band is in Pennsylvania, so we can only assume they'll be here soon. 12 minutes to kick off. They're playing Sweet Caroline in the band, folks. We'll see when the national anthem gets underway or whatnot, or if they're going to play anymore. I don't know. I've never been to McDowell High School, obviously, because, well, they're in another state. They are northeast of us. We have about 11 minutes, 15 seconds. This is a pregame show of the band. This is a pregame show if I ever saw one, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I heard the PA announcer say "Can't Hold Us," which is their song they are playing right now. 3 minutes and 1 minute the first quarter, eh? Well, we'll see what happens. You still have a good chunk of time till it's kickoff time here at McDowell High School in Erie, Pennsylvania. Yep, the band's going to be fashionably late, including my brother Joey. That's right. He's the junior, which is hard to believe. But, of course, also hard to believe is that this, not hard to believe, rather, that this team's going to do a dandy this year. Well, would you look at that? The Highland Hornets all the way over there. We're ready to make our entrance. I can move the gimbal up. There we go. There we go. Looks like we're ready to hit the field, folks. First Friday night of the season. Fans going nuts. Should be fun, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Gibbons hyping up the troops. Here we come. Highland football is back. Casey with the H flag. We've got the American flag. I thought I saw number 1. That would be Dylan Lazar. Players getting their prayers in. Don't see anybody over there for McDowell yet. Oh, they have an ROTC at McDowell. How about that? Good for them. And we all know military people do stuff that I could never do. And they are true heroes. But I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. We all know that by now. There's already a lot of people taking off their caps to salute those folks right there. I don't know where their fight, what their fight song is, but we'll see in a minute. Good guys on the other side right now, trying to pick up a win. We have not lost a road game since the 2020 postseason when we were at Avon losing to Avon. And I mean road game, I don't mean designated a neutral spot. I mean a road game altogether. Went undefeated on the road, 2021, 22, of course, undefeated in 23 on the road, 24 undefeated altogether once again. Looking to do it again. We got to enter Sandman, apparently. Looks like McDowell's going to be exiting or entering from the right. So there is a good entrance, I ought to say, for McDowell. They bought themselves a decent crowd tonight. We're going to have the student section. Doesn't look like the biggest right now, but I can't tell from this angle. Kind of have a bad angle from here, but I can tell you we got ourselves a lot of fun. Can't hear everything but you. Well, that's what happens when you have AirPods on. That's my headset. I know you can't hear much, folks, but just believe me, they are trying to hype themselves up, the Trojans, on this gorgeous mid to late August evening, first Friday night lights of the high school football season. So apologies if you can't hear anything but me. That's kind of why I picked AirPods. I want you to hear the commentary. Looks like McDowell's going to head on to the field. Student section for Highland. It's a whiteout on the other side. Left, I think. We had a bus taking some students, but I don't know if they're here or whatnot. Hopefully they'll be here. That'd be nice. Gonna need some home field advantage from another state. Talk to one of the parents out there. It's like we're a college team or something like that, considering the fact that it is in another state. Here comes the Trojan. McDowell hypes themselves up. Now, of course, the quarterback last year, Blaze Myers, is now at Baldwin Wallace. He is, of course, who do you call him? Quarterback FPW and a forward FPW. He does both, double duty, football and basketball for the Jackets. That's going to be entertaining. Not every day you see a two-sport athlete in football and basketball. But enough on that. Time to listen to the national anthem. Now we are ready for high school football in approximately 3 minutes and 15 seconds to be exact. Fans still not here. I don't anticipate them to show up till a while. But anyways, this is going to be a blast. The coin toss coming up in just a bit. Well, you see some whiteout over there in our student section. And by some, I mean not that much. I think that's where our student section lays, where our student section lies. There are our captains consisting of Luke Girding, Casey Miser, Cal Whitling, Cody Bendow, and number 16, of course, Grady Gibb. Don't believe Aaron McDowell was in any conference. 13 minutes till the band gets here, so maybe about 15, 20 minutes for them to get all ready, maybe 20 minutes roughly. No, it often takes a while to get off the bus. I know from experience. Where's the band gonna be? I have no clue. I mean, you see our visiting bleachers, it's pretty darn packed and it's pretty darn small. And there are no makeshift bleachers on either side. So it's time for the flip of the coin. Think I heard them say the Trojans won the toss. So it looks like we will be getting the ball to start off this contest. Coach Mike Gibbons looking to pick up a win all the way in another state. Casey Miser, I know he's one of our return men. We're almost ready for kickoff here in Erie, Pennsylvania. That might be their head coach and Aaron Slocum hyping them up. Well, McDowell's got a proud tradition. They won 7-5 last year. Looking to do even better this year. They have number 80, Joseph Clark, kicking off. Turncraft players very loudly. Clark is ready, Girding, and Casey set back to return for the Black and Green Brigade. Can you believe it? High school football is finally back. Waited all summer for this, ladies and gentlemen, and it's finally here. We've had volleyball, we've had soccer, tennis, golf, everything but football. Well, have no fear, football is finally here. Again, Clark to kick off to Casey and Luke. Casey or Luke. Here we go. Hornets, Trojans, opening kickoff underway. Great to have you board time. Your play-by-play announcer. Will almost took a generous hop, but fortunately goes into the end zone for a touchback. We will start at the 20-yard line. Bring on Grady Gibb for the Highland Hornets. He's got one of the best weapons in the state of Ohio, and of course, Mr. Casey Miser. Miser is a threat with the ball. He's a threat running. He is a threat with receiving. He is just a threat altogether. McDowell scout correctly. They need to stuff everybody in there. And our offensive line, well, suspect, considering the fact that we had guys like Carson Noonan and Ryan Zywick graduate. Carson, of course, at Miami now. Ryan at Ashland. As we're going in the shotgun set. First play, who else? Casey Miser. Casey turning it down the sideline. What a run to start off the senior year for, once again, the Mr. Football candidate. He got up to about what looks to be the 40-something, maybe 36, rather. So that's a gain of 16, first down and 10. Good run by Casey. Now we line up in the pistol formation. 3 receivers on the right for Grady Gibb and the gang. Nick Dubkowski on the left. Gibb to pass for first time all season. Screen pass, and it's Casey Miser all along. He's got a first down. 2 plays, 2 Casey Miser first downs. Get used to this, folks. Yep, good thing there is no dynamic kickoff. I'm not a fan of that. So he didn't get the first, actually. It was shoved out at the 44. So gain of 8. Pardon me, folks. So regardless, still a good play there for the good guys. Casey on the left. 3 spread out. Luke Durning might get the call. He does, and he's got a first down past midfield to the 47-yard line, maybe the 48. Gerd with a good carry right there on the sweep. Grady 1-for-1 passing. Casey Miser 16 yards rushing, 8 receiving. Might be the only stat you'll ever hear from me today. Hard to memorize stats when you got no computer, you got no nothing, and your cameraman yourself. Pistol. And Casey Miser goes up the middle. He pushes the pile forward for a gain of about maybe 6. Not even a minute gone by in this first quarter. Second down and 4 on the right side of midfield. That's where the Black and Green Brigade stand. So like we got ourselves a tight end, number 5, Evan Faust. Pistol formation again for the good guys. Casey just behind Grady. And Grady passes over the middle. Luke Gurning's got it at the 25, 20, 15. Oh, he's stripped down at the 9-yard line. What a play there by Luke Gurning. Luke Gurning may not be the tallest man out there. He's only 5'10", 185, but he's really one of the best weapons on this team, full of weapons. We are at least in field goal range. That's for certain. First down, goal to go in pistol formation. Nick Dubkowski, bottom right corner of your screen. 2 tight ends for the good guys. And while he goes down, as Grady's ready, he's gonna give it to Casey left side. Casey Miser can easily score. Look at Casey Miser. First touchdown of many, you would assume, for Casey Miser. And just 2 minutes and 2 seconds through this thing, we attack first. Like in the Staples button almost. That was easy. And Jonah Kauza coming up For the point after attempt, the star junior, believe he's one of the top kickers in the state of Ohio. Out of the hold of Grady Gibb. 15 on the play clock. Might want to hurry it up a little bit. Whistle. We may have jumped. What's the call? Oh, that might be a McDowell jump. We gonna go for 2 now? I wouldn't. Just take the 1 point. I think that's exactly what Coach Gibbons is gonna do. So a much shorter kick for Jonah Calzum. By much shorter, I mean 1.5 yards shorter. Either that or we're just going to decline it. Looks like we decline it. 9:58 again in the first quarter. It's at least 6-0. Now the hold of Grady Gibb, the kick from Jonah Calza. Snap, kick, nearly blocked. I thought they were going to get there, but they didn't. Well, we got ourselves a 7-0 lead. We attack first here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Hey, I'm not complaining about that, folks. Looks like we got a lot more people showing up, ladies and gentlemen, over there. Yep, you see them walking. Play or not halfway the drive. The Grady Gibb pass when we were at the 43. Going up to Luke Girding to the 9-yard line. That's 33, 23, 13, 34 yards. Next play wound up being a Highland Hornet touchdown. Jonah Calza, the star junior once again, kicking it off to either Owen Happy or number 4. That would be Cameron Basto. See if Happy or Basto gets it. Or if Jones going to kick a touchback. Won't be surprised if it's a touchback. It's a liner, and that ball caught at the 1-yard line, going up to the 10, 15, 22. Good job to stop him. Looked like Dylan Lazar was all over him. So who starts for McDowell? It's obviously a first-year starter for McDowell. Blaze Myers graduated. He's at Baldwin Wallace now as a quarterback and a basketball player. He is really good. But the good news is we don't have to deal with Blaze tonight. I believe that would be number 7, Deontay Flemings. That's taking snaps for the Trojans. His running back looks to be number 22. That would be Brody Bonzel. Shotgun for McDowell, 11 in motion. That's Jordan Brown. He moves to tight end. Handoff up the middle, and he is crushed. Wow. We thought it was going to be an issue with the defensive line and offensive line thus far this season. Minutes, but so far, so good. Cal Whitling got him after he only picked up 2. Second down, 8 to go for McDowell. Oh, that's immaturity out there. Right when I said our line was looking better, too. 2 dudes jump, one of them being number 44, Lucas Grillis. Luke Grillis, a sophomore. The other one looked to be would that be number 8, Ryan Zahir? I think so. Oh, you got 35 people tuning in now. How about that? Second down and 3 for McDowell. The shotgun formation. Flemings is going to keep this one up the middle, and Flemings is not getting a lot. J-Mo Gordon, that's a name to look out for, ladies and gentlemen. The senior linebacker comes up big with a stop there. It's 3rd down. Now 2 for the Trojans. Third down and 2. McDowell trying not to go 3 and out. The receiver on the near side is number 4, Cameron Basto. There's also Kingston Horton Dickerson near side. Number 21 is Liam Zielinski. He's got the task of guarding Basto. Shotgun set. It's Wildcat, actually. That's a first down. Jordan Brown took the snap. And McDowell got a first down at the 34-yard line. They're at the 34-yard line. There's 8:06 in the first quarter. Shotgun set, running back on the left. And it's a bootleg towards the left side and taking him down in the backfield. Number 5, Evan Faust. Evan, one of the big guys to watch out for, one of the best two-way players in the state of Ohio, as you know by now. He had a breakout season last year. He's not afraid to do it again. Second down, 10. Pistol formation, back taking snaps with Deontay Fleming, looking towards the sideline. He's got 10 on the play clock. Fleming still looking towards the sideline. They may have to burn a timeout soon. 5 seconds on the play clock. They'll be lucky to get this off. 1, and they just do. Play fake. Fleming's feeling the heat. He's flushed out right. Try and get past Powell. He died. And he's down at the 42, but it is third down. Well, that was some heads-up playing right there by Deontay Flemings. Third down and 2, almost halfway through the first quarter. Where's everybody going? I don't know. Everybody's leaving the live stream. Hopefully things are still working well. Shotgun for Flemings, running back on the left. And Flemings is not going to come close to the first down marker. He may have lost the yard, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth down, time to punt. That is if they punt. You got to be on the lookout for the fake on 4th and short near midfield. But by the looks of it, they're going to send out Joe McLaughlin. McLaughlin, a 5'11" sophomore. Back to return. This is Girding. See what Luke can do as there's a snap and there's the left-footed punt. Gerd is going to fair catch this at the 15, and he says, you know what? Why not let the offense do their thing again? 5:50 in the first quarter. Good guys ahead, 7-0 over the Trojans. Not afraid to do it again, says Grady Gibb. Not afraid to do it again, says Casey Miser. Casey Miser, of course, 1 touchdown on the season. He's got a good chunk of rushing yards. He's got a good chunk of receiving yards on that first drive. Fans still ain't here yet, as it is first down and 10 for the good guys at the 15-yard line. More than halfway through the first quarter. What? You need me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, folks. Anyways, here we go. Thought someone was talking to me. But we're in the pistol set. Man in motion is Luke Girding. Gibb is going to lose the football, and McDowell takes it. Oh, talk about disaster. That's one of the things that can happen when you're in shotgun and pistol. You botch the snap, you botch the handoff, and that is exactly what happened. We give them a birthday gift. Mr. Gibbons not going to be too keen on that. As McDowell, it's theirs to not score. First down and 10. They are in the red zone at the 11-yard line. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Deontay Fleming lines up in a pistol set. That's Chase Carrick. Behind him, the running back. And it's a play fake. Going left side, way too high, way off target, incomplete. Looked like he was looking for number 11, Jordan Brown, on that one. Second down. Well, good news, folks. Logan just told me the band is here. So they'll be not marching in, obviously, but still trying to get in anyways. Second down and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Trojans. And at our 11-yard line. Gun pistol, Carrick behind him. Fleming sends a man in motion to the left. And here comes the bootleg over towards the left side. He's going to lose 4 yards. Cal Whitling again on the stop. Third down and 14 now for McDowell. Obviously a passing down now. Deontay Flemings couldn't find a thing out there. He couldn't do anything. Third down, 14. They're hurrying up. There's 21 the play clock. Plenty of time. Think this through as they look towards the sideline. Third down, 14. Moving to the left there, Chase Carrick. And Fleming's going to give it to Carrick. Right side, and he is going to go backwards again. In our student section, it's a whiteout over there. They're most certainly loving that. Fourth down and 14, and what promised to be a touchdown drive may not result in any points pending this field goal try. By number 80, Joseph Clark, a sophomore. So hard to tell by the sun, almost that shade, but that ain't right. Here's a snap. Here's a kick. It's in the air. That kick looks good. Up. He didn't get it. It's no good. My goodness. He missed it. I apologize. So hard to tell from this angle. I mean, once again, you got the sun. It's an east-west stadium, so apologies on my end. But Joseph Clark misses it, and we dodge a bullet like we're in the Matrix or something like that. First down and 10. We take over at the 20. He misses it. 15-yard line, 32. That's a point after in the NFL. You see it happen all the time, especially in this day and age. So you can't be that mad. Jim's got to be careful. He just gently hands off to Casey Meisner, and Casey's very lucky to pick up a yard or two on that. Second down and 8, 4:11 left in the first quarter. Four minutes, 2 seconds, and apologies if you can't see anything. That's what happens when you're at an East-West stadium. So like what Patrick said on SpongeBob. Pistol formation now for the good guys once again, I ought to say. 7-0 here in the first quarter. Gibb might be passing. Sure enough, he does. And goes over the middle. Good catch, Evan Faust. Up to midfield. Up to the 40. Up to the 30. Can he get him? 20, 15, 10, 8-yard line. What a play. Lord have mercy, Evan Faust. Brady Gibb connects. Which I thought that was Evan Faust. It was Evan Faust, the junior. The two-way player steps up again. Thus makes it first down and goal at the 7 for us. No flags either. That's good. From the 22 to the 7. Monster game. 2 tight ends. One on the line, one a little bit back. Pistol, 2 receivers as well. It's going to be a fumble. Are you kidding me? McDowell's got it. Dylan Lazard could not hold on to the ball. And a costly red zone turnover. Dylan Lazard had the ball pop out at the 4-yard line. Dylan, the star senior, he's only 5'8". Meanwhile, it's 7-0 Talmadge in their game. 7-0 Wadsworth over Barberton. Well, this game has not been that good for us offensively. I mean, we've had 2 explosive plays, and Casey Meisner not doing shabby, but still 2 turnovers. It's only 7-0. 0-0. Meanwhile, thank you, Mohammed, as always. Shotgun set for Deontay Flemings. Flemings gonna hand it off up the middle and towards the right side now, losing 2. Maybe 1, I stand corrected. Second down, 11. Well, our defense has done a good job thus far. The offense, 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles. Been tough sledding. Could quite easily be 14-0. But it isn't. Deontay in a shotgun set. He's looking to pass over the middle. Tamped in. Nick Dobkowski read the ball incorrectly. Otherwise, he would have had it. 3rd down and 11. There's 2:29 left in the first quarter. A whopping 57 people. Wow, 57 people tuned in right now. Thank you for choosing WHBW today. Shotgun formation. Clapping his hands, not getting us to bite Deontay. He's got number 22. That's Brody Bonzo. And looking to pass here with time. Guns one deep. Nick Dobkowski watches it go. Incomplete. Trying to focus it on the action. I'm trying my best. Oh, there is a flag, though. We'll see who it's on. It's just that with the sun really being mean out there. Anyways, there is a flag. That's an eligible man downfield. That makes it 4th down. Or either that, yeah, 4th down, I think. They're going to punt. Looks like we accepted it. No, we didn't, actually. I stand corrected. We must have declined it, obviously. Don't want to get another shot at 3rd down. Again, here they go, right, a punt. They're all tight, running up. There's the kick. Luke Girding running up. Can he catch it? Ooh, he just barely got it. Tiptoeing down the sideline. He's still going, Luke Girding, to the 25. If I'm Mike Gibbons, I got to tell the gang, hold on to the ball almost as if it's your life. Because we've had 3 possessions in this first quarter thus far. 2-11 in the first. 2 fumbles. 2 fumbles. 2 fumbles, 1 at the 15. Didn't burn us, but another one didn't sort of burn us because it cost us a touchdown. Casey in the backfield with Grady and Pistol. Oh, good read option there. Grady Gibb going up the middle. He got about 5, maybe 6. Good keeper there by Gibb. Less than 2 minutes. Obviously, it's the first week of the season. You can't panic. Cannot say, oh, the season's up in flames already. But still, 2 fumbles. You got to wonder what could have happened. Got to wonder what could have happened. Number 7, that's Jake Weber near side, right side, of course. We'll see if he gets the ball here on a pass. Or if it's going to be a Casey Miser run to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Casey Miser's done it again. His 2nd of the season. And again, there's a whole where that came from for the Mr. Football candidate. Who else than Casey? 80 seconds left in the first quarter. It is 13-0. Jonah Caslo looking to make it 14-0 here, folks. Caslo waits. Can't tell who snaps it from here. But it's not going to matter because Jonah Calza drilled it. No sign of the band. Don't know where they are. What I do know is that Casey Miser has 2 rushing touchdowns. 1 from 9, 1 from 20. That's been the story thus far, scoring-wise, 14-0. Coach Gibbons talking things over, as is Coach Mike Natling. Natling talking with the special teams unit. Of course, Natling, unfortunately, played for John Carroll during his college days, which really saddens me. But, oh, well, what are you going to do? What will you do? Jones going to have it teed up at the 40-yard line. 80 seconds left in the first quarter. $14-0. That's 100% right. Mr. Cal's ready. He's going to run up. He's going to let that one go. Caught at the 3-yard line by number 4. That's Basco. Basco up to the, whoa, big hit. Whoa, shot to the turf. Number 28, that would be Neil Flannery. He's keeping his calm. We'll see if the flag's on. It could go either way, whether or not it was that hit on us or that hit on Neil. It's either Neil or Colton, number 28 or 29. Colton Winston, of course, also on the baseball team. Ooh, it's face mask. Well, you cannot gift them things, and that's exactly what we did there. We'll see if it's of the 5-yard type or 15-yard type, and judging by the looks of it, it's going to be a 15-yarder. So they are starting at virtually midfield, the Trojans. 48 to be exact. Deontay Flemings and his offenses have been AWOL all first quarter thus far. Let's hope it stays that way, folks. Shotgun, 2 on the left, tight end on the right. Fleming looks towards the side. He's got 15 to think about it. Moving in motion, number 22, Brody Bonzel. And we're waiting. It's going to be Bonzel towards the right side. He's crushed. Lucky to get a yard. There's Luke Grillis and Jamel Gordon. Stop him. Bonzel on the carry. Once again. We got under a minute in the first quarter. Still no sign of the band. The Pride of Highland Marching Band, nowhere to be seen right now. That makes me rather sad. Hogan said they were here. Shotgun might be the last play of the first. It's a bootleg towards the left side. He's got to get that off, and it is. Did he catch it in bounds? No. Nice effort by Owen Happy, but Happy could not keep his feet in. That makes it 3rd down and 9 with 32 ticks of the clock. So obviously not the last play of the first quarter. Not what the little guy shot at. I agree. Nothing. That's what I like to say. Third down 9 in the shotgun set. Again, it is Bonzel on the left. Flemings in shotgun. Flemings to throw. Flemings feeling the heat. It's a middle screen and not even close to the first down marker. Number 8, Ryan, and number 15, Cooper got him. Happy caught it this time and was well in bounds, just could not. RP could not get the first. We'll see how they play it. 10 seconds in the first quarter. It's 14-0. I believe McDowell will just take it to the end of the first. And that they do. 4th down and 5. Decision time if you're the Trojans out here. Big decision time. Do you dare, and I repeat, dare go for it? I won't be surprised if they go for it. Aaron Slocum might be talking about a play call out here. When you're down 2 touchdowns, then he forced 2 turnovers so far. So I'd be pretty confident my defense has been Jekyll and Hyde for the most part for McDowell. in the case that they've given up 2 Casey Miser touchdowns and forced 2 fumbles and caused us to turn over the ball on those 2 fumbles. So we switch sides of the field. We will be scoring into the sun, folks. Deontay Flemings on the left ear screen, number 7. It's likely going a 3 or 4-3 set by the looks of it. 5 receivers, meanwhile, for Flemings and the Trojans. Shotgun set, 4th down. This could dictate the game, folks. Again, looking to the sideline. They might guess to jump. You got to be poised. You got to be mature out there if you're the defensive line. See the band teachers, I think, band conductors, as here's the pass. Fleming's over the middle. That one's caught. Cooper Zielinski trying to punch out the ball. Towards Evan Faust, but it was to no avail. To the 33-yard line they go. 1st down and 10 for McDowell. Because I thought I saw the band. Maybe it was me. And oh boy, he lost the football. Basto. But he's very lucky to pick it up. 2nd down. They went really fast after that. They got 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 from the 31-yard line. We need to stop them here. And it's a handoff right side. He's tripping and falling at the 27. It's 3rd down. Third down and 4 as Bonzo got the carry there. Coach Slocum talking things over with the Trojans on the sideline. 5 receiver look again for Deontay. He looks to pass. Here comes he can he escape it. He gets it off at the 11th hour, 59th minute. And Coach Gibbons can't believe it's not intentional grounding. There's a lot of barking on our sideline. Meanwhile, Flemings can't get up. That's not good. Flemings cannot get up. Deontay, the 6'2", 175 sophomore. That's going to be a timeout for injury out here. 1:13 elapsed in the second quarter. Score reads 14-0. Black and Green Brigade leading over the Trojans. Of course, the motto this season, what are you going to do to beat Avon? I'll tell you how we start. We start by beating McDowell, hopefully. Hopefully things will continue to go our way. Right now, a critical 4th down as Fleming got hit hard. He was lucky he got that ball off. Never good to see a man down, but Flemings is going to get back up, fortunately. Very fortunate. Let's hope that kid's okay. So it's 4th down. And they do call intentional grounding, so it did work out. Obviously, 4th down now and a good chunk of yardage. So after a conference there with the refs, they do indeed throw the flag, and what do you know? It's 4th down, time to punt. Unless they want to go for it, looking at it, they're not gonna. Luke Girding gonna field this one. He is set up at about the 8-yard line of ours. Looks like they're shielding this. There's the snap. Coming after a Cal. High kick. Gerd fair catches it. No kick catch interference. Takes a generous hop at the 15-yard line. Grady gave time to do his thing out there. 1:22 gone by in the second quarter. Got a massive 52 people tuning in today. No, not a lot of folks could make it. Well, judging by the looks of it right there, you see the visiting bleachers. Not a shabby turnout for us. We pretty much packed it. No complaints whatsoever. Casey in shotgun. Grady in shotgun. He's got Casey on the right. First down and 10. 10 on the play clock. Still yet to go down. Now we do. Luke Girding in motion. Luke's going to get it right side on the jet sweep. Down the sideline. That's a first down. Down the sideline is down at the 41 of McDowell. Luke Girding has done it again. He is really starting to burn the Trojans. What a run there on the jet sweep, going from about the 15-yard line. They got to move the chains, folks. Gerd did his job. I'm going to see number 7, Jake, bottom left corner of your screen. Shotgun again, Casey on the left. Luke, the slot man. Luke again. Grady's going to keep it right side up to the 35, up to the 30. There's a flag down. It's coming back. Holding call, and now I see the marching band. They finally made it. That is obviously going to come back. Never a good sight to see. Coach Gibbons, that's going to drive him nuts. Is holding on the good guys. Oh, boy. 2:09 through this second quarter. See Mr. Gibbons right there. Not too happy about that. Fortunately, it'll only be first down and 15. Well, the band's not even in the stands right now. They're just staying over there. That's where they might be. Never mind. Looks like they're going to move the student section over a little bit. First down and 20. 2 minutes, 9 seconds again through this second quarter. Pistol set. Gibbs sends Luke in motion, and he gives it to Casey Miser. Always tough to stop Casey Miser. Case in point. Up to the 40. He's going to get a first down. He's going to get a touchdown. Casey Miser, 50 yards. He's done it again. He's got a hat trick. And we're not even halfway through the second quarter. Oh, boy. No flags. Casey Miser does his job. And that first and 20 turns out to be nothing for us. 2:20 through the second quarter. Jonah on for the point after attempt. Jonah looking to make it a 3-touchdown, 3 PAT ball game out here. Here we go. Snap, kick. You got it. You got it. So now the good guys are starting to run away with this thing. 21-0. Early on the second quarter. Could it be one of those games, folks? I got a good feeling it might be. Coach Nowling talking things over. So that holding call obviously does not come back to hurt us. If anything, it may have helped us with that 50-yard dash by Casey Miser's longest today. And you know that's not going to be the longest he'll have all season. You know darn well that's not going to be his longest touchdown this season. We might see a running clock before we can say we might see a running clock. But we got to get 2 touchdowns first and foremost and still limit the Trojans to nada. As a not a darn thing. Number 4, Basto gonna return this. If not, number 13, Nico Sargent. There's Jonah Calzo. Taking one off high. That's going to be a touchback. And sure enough, it is. Looks like the student section's going to do it over there. Let's listen. Must be booing the freshman. You gotta remember, there's not going to be a giant student section when you're an hour 40 something, an hour 50 away from home. So you got to take everybody in the stands for granted. Cannot take them for granted, I ought to say. Excuse me. First down and 10. Man in motion. Looks like Flemings is back out there. That's good. There is a flag, I believe. And it's a false start on McDowell. First down and 15 from, you guessed it, the 15. 2 seconds died, meanwhile. I don't know if they'll put 9:40 back out there, but it says 9:38 right now. Tough start here for McDowell. They did get 2 turnovers, but nothing cooking offensively. Does it change here? 5-yard pickup by number 22, Brody Bonzel. Bonzel on the carry once again. Second down at about 9. And I'm correct with 9:19. That's the amount of time left till we hit the half. Now watch the bands play and do their thing. Fleming's looking. Fleming's in some heat. He may take off with this one. Sliding. That might be a late hit. And as I figured, it is a late hit. Oh, brother, that is just a cheap shot there. I know I'm supposed to be biased towards the Hornets, but that was pretty chintzy if I say so myself. He was well down by the time he got hit. At least that's what it seemed like. Stupid mistakes. That's what differs teams from the best and the worst. That was a stupid mistake, if I say so. But it's what it is. It is what it is. First down and 10, so that false start won't hurt them yet. Shotgun Bonzel is not going to get. It's a pass that's well off target, incomplete. Deontay Flemings could not even get anywhere near his intended man. They're at the 40. 3 minutes, 7 seconds gone by in the second quarter here in beautiful Erie, Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're not in Ohio. We are in another state. Erie, Pennsylvania. Shotgun. Here we go on defense. Play fake. Flemings going for the home run right side, and he overshot him. Incomplete. Looking for number 4. That's Cameron Bastow, and Bastow was guarded tightly by Liam Zielinski. Third down and 10. Third and 10 now for the Trojans. Falling back-to-back Deontay Fleming's incompletions. Shotgun formation. Obviously passing. He may not get that off. That might be. What's the call there? I think they called it incomplete. It was hit as he threw it. I thought that ball was fumbled for a fraction of a second, but they're just going to call it incomplete. Either way, it's fourth down. And they're continuing to sputter their wheels out here, folks. McDowell looks set back to return it. They go the shield punt. McLaughlin with the left foot. Gerd says, I'm not even going to bother getting it. It might have been. Never mind. It's all right because it's at the 16-yard line. Not that bad. 3 minutes and 29 seconds gone by in this second quarter. Obviously, no complaints about this game aside from 2 turnovers and 1 cheap shot. But aside from that, obviously, everything's going well. 21-0. The defense, which was a big question. The offensive line, another question. But looks like that's all right being answered right now. Evan Powell's playing receiver on this play. 3 on the right, including Jake Weber, Luke Girding, and Nick Dubkowski. Casey behind Grady and Pistol. You know Casey wants it. But he's going to pass it to Nick. Nick, maybe lost a yard or 2. That's not what you wanted right there. Second down and about 11. 8-11 in the second quarter. When do you give it to Casey Miser? Again, you know Casey wants it. You know Casey's still hungry. That dude does phenomenal. Anthony DePompey near side. First time I've mentioned his name all season. He's at the left. Grady swings it out to Casey. Casey still going. Casey Miser still going. He's got a first down. Wow, I did not expect that. It was a dump off. Looked like a backwards pass. But hey, whatever works, because Casey Miser, the Mr. Football candidate, got us a first down. At the 29-yard line, gain of 14, 7:43 in the first half and second quarter. Shotgun for Gibb. Casey on the right. And Gibbs going to keep this one up the middle. Grady with a good run. Grady down at the 38. Maybe the 37. Regardless, a little short of the first down marker. 7.5 minutes to go. Well, you see the band right there. You see the student section. Again, not a shabby turnout considering the distance. Casey's still out there. He's got a massive 3 touchdowns. Not even halftime, folks. Coach Gibbons crouching down. Luke Girding in motion. He might get here. Or a pass. Gibb. Casey's got it. First down to the 40. He stiff arms a man. And he coughs up the football. A rare miscue by Miser. And it's Trojan football. Rare Miser miscue. And the third fumble given up by the good guys. Oh, that looked good too. That looked like a good play. I tell you, it's really been the defense that's been clamping up all game. And the reason why, it is a 3-touchdown ball game. 21-0. 3 fumbles now for the good guys, whereas the Trojans are yet to turn over the ball. Fleming's in shotgun. He's going to roll out, going to throw it, and that ball way away. Good hit there by J-Mo Gordon, putting the heat on Fleming's. They're at the 28-yard line. Coach Gibbons has to be pulling out his hair right now. Gibb has lost the fumble. Dylan's lost the fumble. Casey's lost the fumble. And the ground game, that was supposed to be one of the strong suits. And don't get me wrong, Casey's having a good game. But a fumble and 3 altogether is never nice. What's also not nice is that he's got a convoy in front of him. William Galinsky can't get him. Nick Dubkowski finally does. About halfway through the second quarter, 6:40 in the second. Well, we need some stickum. That might be the case. Here they hand off up the middle. And That's Bonzo on it for a gain of about 3. Second down and 7. 29, so it's second down and 6. Again, nearly halfway through the second quarter. It's McDowell ball to start off the second quarter. That's the scary part. Looking to pass, quick pass off target. If they get a touchdown, if they get any score, you got to score immediately. Because once again, we don't get the ball second half. That's just how it is, folks. So in fact that we've turned it over 3 times today. 3 more times than what Coach Gibbons really wanted. On behalf of the rest of the Hornets. From the 29, they got Wildcat now, Jordan Brown. Brown looks towards the sideline, and there's the flag. Who jumped? And the Trojans jumped. The Trojans jumped with 5:56 in the second quarter or game clock rather stopped. It'll still be stopped. Third down, 11 to go. Here at Gus Anderson Field in Erie, Pennsylvania. Shotgun man on the left. Fleming's the pass. Fleming stumps it off. Good catch right there. Good job to break away. Good job to continue staying on his feet and make it at least 4th and short. He may have gotten the first on that. But he didn't. And here he can't believe it. The McDowell Trojans rather cannot believe it. Fourth down and a little bit. Defense has to clamp up again. 5:21 in the second quarter. Looks like Flemings is going to send Brown in motion from right to left, and he gets it. And he is not going to get it. At least I don't think he got it. McDowell frantically saying that looked to be a first down, but J-Mo Gordon pretty confident on behalf of the rest of the defense that we stopped them. And that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. The defense clamps up again. Thus making it 1st and 10 for the good guys at the 24-yard line. Here our band practicing 5 minutes, 11 seconds till we hit the half, and no better feeling than getting a touchdown here. Perhaps Casey and Pistol might want to be a little careful with the football now. Realize he's not Superman out there, even though we like to think he is. Pistol man in motion with Girding. Casey Miser going to try to bounce it outside. Still trying to bounce it outside. He gets away from the first wave, and he's very lucky to pick up about 5, maybe 4. What a run there. You see Coach Slocum all animated about that. They should have him for a loss of 5, not a gain of 4. Second down and 6, 4:40 left. So it's halftime. When do you start to hurry up? Remember, there's no 2-minute warning in high school football. There is in college now. Of course, there always has been the NFL, but not in high school. Girding gets it. And Luke Girding's going to pick up a first down. Gird up to the 38-yard line. Good run there by Luke with 4 minutes, 20 seconds, and now the clock starts again. Our band will be performing first at the break. Yeah, the customs whenever it comes to high school football, the road team always goes first. Pistol set under 4. And Casey Miser going to try burn him right side. There's a flag down as he picks up the first. Well, he only picked up the first in vain because there's a flag down once again, presumably on the Hornets. You can only assume it's coming back. Sure enough, a holding call, backing us up to the 28. You know, for a 3-touchdown lead, we have made a fair share of mistakes out there. Well, otherwise, no complaints. I mean, it's 21-0. Yeah, aside from that, everything going pretty all right. I mean, 3 fumbles. I mean, I know I'm always pointing out, I know I'm usually discounting the positive out there, folks, but it's kind of true. First down and 20. Casey out. Dylan Lazar in. Jake Weber left side. Luke Girding slot man left side. Nick Dubkowski right side. Pistol for Grady. Will he give it to Dylan? No, he's got to look out. Fires one. Nick Dubkowski's got it. Nick at midfield. Nick one man to beat. Nick to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nick Dubkowski. 73 yards. And another superstar senior scores a touchdown. This time, Nick. And it's 27-0. My word. They chant Nick's name in the small mighty student section. There are 3 minutes and 36 seconds till we hit the half. Jonah Caldo, who's 3 for 3 on the chip shot kicks. Never take it for granted. He got it. And for the first time tonight, we hear the fight song. A 73-yard missile to Nick Dubkowski. Grady Gibbs got his first passing touchdown of the season. And everything is going in favor of us. 28-0. 3:36 in the second quarter. I tell you, if this were the North Gateway Tire Field, we'd be playing Sandstorm so much it'd be driving even our own fans nuts. But you know what I say? You can never have enough sandstorm. But we are not at the North Gateway Tire Field. Jonah Calza kicking off from the 40 as always. Set back to return again. Number 2, Happy. Number 4, Bastow for those old McDowell Trojans. Jonah puts boot into leather. And a fair catch in the end zone. You see the sun set out here in Erie, PA. Trojans to start at the 20. We've really had a bunch of home run plays out there. Well, they weren't supposed to be. I mean, that pass to Nick Dubkowski was not the deepest ball thrown in the history of passes. But it worked. No complaints. Here's the band practicing. We'd love to squeeze in one more touchdown before the end of the first half. Got that running clock up in effect. Deontay Fleming's in shotgun, running back to the right. And Fleming's gonna roll out right side, throw well off target. Looking for Jordan Brown on that. Brown again, the intended guy out there. And that sun really being a menace out there, as you can tell. Trojans in deep, deep, deep trouble. And looking to pass here, Fleming's pass caught up the middle. Good tackle there. That looked to be J-Mo Gordon for a gain of 3. It's 3rd down and a timeout burned on Mr. Gibbons' end. He's got 3:21 left in the first half. Might be a good chunk of McDowell folks filing for the exits in the not too distant future. That might be the case. Their Erie McDowell Trojans are struggling immensely. McDowell 0, we have 28. 3 of the touchdowns by guess who? Mr. Football 2025. At least in my heart, Tracy Miser. So Gibbons with 2 timeouts in his pocket here, and Slocum with all 3. We'll see if this timeout works or whatnot. 3rd down. Shotgun again. Roll out, and he's going to be very lucky to get that one off, and he doesn't even get it off. Evan House, the man who got him there. Oh, J.L. Gordon, I beg your pardon. Timeout, 3:07 left in the second quarter. We've been exploding. The defense has exploded. You know, J.L. Gordon was going to be an X factor out there today. He has been just that. 28-0. Good guys decimating the Trojans. Coach Gibbons has to be pleased with how things are going. This is his 115th game as head coach of the Hornets. He's won 84 and has dropped 30. Not too shabby. In fact, I'd argue the exact opposite. It is incredible. But I think we all know that. Getting ready to boot this is their kicker. That would be, or their punter rather, Joe McLaughlin. Luke Girding sets up at midfield. Luke Girding setting up at about his own 48-yard line. We get ready once again. They're spread out. McDowell has the snap, goes right to him. There's a left-footed line drive, and Luke says, I'm not going to bother picking it up. That rolls to the 45. I believe there's under 3. No, there's 3:03. 3:03 in the second quarter. Obviously, you want the touchdown. You want the running clock in the second half. Anyways, 1st down and 10. A short field for us, really. Well, not big, not short, somewhere in between, I ought to say. There's Jake left side. Evan Faust playing receiver. We might anticipate a pass out here. Plus, it's Luke on the sweep. Nope, it's Grady keeping it. Grady's going to pick up a 1st down. Go up to the 44. Clock stops when he got 1st down, no matter what time it is in high school. Unlike in college now. 44-yard line, 2:49 left till we hit the half. Still talking things over there are the good guys. And Slocum man the game telling his Trojans that they got to lock in, but that's easier said than done. But they've done 3 times thus far with 3 turnovers. Oh, Girding's going to throw this. He's got a wide open number 7. It's caught. Touchdown, Jake Weber. Oh, damn, like it's the Hudson brothers or something like that. 34-0. Luke Girding to Jake Weber. And pardon me for not identifying Jake immediately. But there's the Cleveland time left. 2:16 in the 1st half. And it is 34-0. More than likely, we're going to have a running clock. Luke Girding showcasing his gun. That was so wide alone. Jake Weber, he had to adjust it a little bit. But regardless, a touchdown's a touchdown. And Jonah Cal's a drills it. What else do you expect? What else do you expect? Are you not entertained? 35-0. Good guys beating the Trojans to a pulp. They are getting smacked, shellacked, whatever you want to say. Lots of fun on our sideline. And the McDowell faithful, their student section, as they like to call themselves, the mob, not happy. Not that much noise being made on their end. You just saw, by the way, with the backwards pass to Gerd, you knew it was going to load up and fire away, and that's exactly what he did. That is exactly what Mr. Girding did. He's got a passing touchdown. As Jonah lets this thing go into the end zone, it's a touchback. It is a touchback, 216. Jake Weber caught it, about 44 yards. It says you can't have fun. We're having a blast. We're having too much fun. That's Friday Night Lights for you, folks. First down and 10. McDowell trying to get a touchdown, so there's no running clock in the second half. Won't be easy. They've been able all game their offense. And a first down to the 36. Number 13, Nico Sargent. 2:07 till it's halftime. They hurry up 2 minutes now till we hit the half. Shotgun running back on the left. And again, Sargent to the outside this time. Sargent tripped up somehow, still on his feet. It's going to come back, I assume. And Sargent's down. He got back up. That's good. Presumably on us. Yep, it is. Presumably on them, excuse me. And yes, it is. 109 seconds to go till it's halftime. Score is 35-0. Black and Green Brigade mercilessly beating up the Trojans. A holding call on the Trojans. McDowell will back up from the 38 to the 28. Up next, the Pride of Highland Marching Band. Best band you can possibly think of. At the 29. First and 19, actually. Flemings, Deontay Flemings, just going to look to pass here. Plenty of time over the middle. It's caught. Oh, boy, Jimbo couldn't get it. First down, they're past midfield. 100 seconds, now less than that till we hit the half. It's all right. Still all right. 5 receiver look here for Deontay. Under 90 till it's halftime. The band gets ready on the far side. Looking to pass. Here's Luke Gurney coming in. He can't get him. Running and just don't hit him. Good, good, good. I mean, not good that he picked up 6, but good that we didn't hit him. We've really been laying the wood on these guys all game long. Second down and 5. There's 79 seconds till it's halftime, folks. Shotgun running back on the right. It's Brody Bonzel. Bonzel looking to pass. Here's the hit. Here's the takeoff and hit hard. Is there a flag? Yes. Was aiming for the crown out there, the crown, the helmet. With 71 seconds. Again, we've been laying the wood out there all game long. Doesn't come as a surprise. Obviously, you cannot be overtly aggressive. You got to be aggressive, but not like that. Coach Mike Gibbons not happy about that, I can only assume. Personal foul. Oh, boy. 71 seconds. And if the Trojans get a touchdown, they got a sliver of hope. It's the very fact that they get the ball second half. Now, there's not that much time left, and we only have one timeout to burn. We're going to need a turnover here. We are yet to get a turnover. Force one. We've given up the ball 3 times today. This game could be much uglier, I'll tell you that. Bonzo on the right. Fleming's in shotgun. Fleming's 10 on shot clock. Not shot clock, play clock. What am I saying? Anyways, throwing it and incomplete. 75 trying to get. There's no 75 on my program, unfortunately. Fleming misses that one bad. He's been hit or miss all game. Sometimes he'll find his man, but most of the time, he's been missing his guys out there. At least that's how it seems. Second down and 10, 67 seconds left till it's halftime. Shotgun man on the right. And a false start on the Trojans. Not good for McDowell. Yep, indeed, a false start to the 29-yard line. It is second down and 15. Beautiful Friday night here in Pennsylvania, where the good guys are really giving it to the McDowell Trojans. Again, 67 seconds, so it's halftime. A 5-receiver look for Deontay Owens. We just took our last time out, apparently. Coach Gibbons mustn't have liked what he saw. Welcome you back up here, Tommy Maroon for WHBW. I see a bunch of people tuning in. It's not surprising considering the fact that we're in another state right now. But hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We're having a bunch of fun out here. It is 35-0, and things are not looking good for McDowell, but they do have a shot at scoring out here. They're at our 29-yard line, but it's second down and 15. Taurus Plus is left at approximately 2:15 today. Probably be lucky to get home before midnight. And of course, tomorrow, girls soccer against the Grizzlies. Time for a pick six, you know it. Shotgun set. Looking towards the sideline, Deontay Fleming. 16 on the play clock. Fleming's not doing anything, backing up his Cal Whitling. Looking to pass. He's going to take off with this. Never mind. He slips away, runs towards the right side down at the 21. So he didn't get much, only 3. It's third down. Pick six, scoop and score, whatever it is. We need it. There's under a minute in this first half. Third down and 7 now for the good guys on defense. That is third down and 7 for McDowell on offense. Flemings takes the time by 1 step the screen, jumping throw over the middle. Oh, that might be an ineligible man downfield, and that's exactly what it is. Bad play called there by McDowell and Aaron Slocum. That's going to drive everybody on their sideline nuts. It is indeed an eligible man downfield. Five-yard penalty, I see. What is it? 3rd down and 12, or will it be 4th down and 12? I believe. Yep, 3rd down and 12. I was right. Ooh, they backed it up a little bit, but they fixed it. So we're gonna see it again. 3rd down. Shotgun number 11, Jordan Brown moves to receiver. Fleming, that we're yelling stuff out on the sideline, goes for the screen pass over the middle. JMO can't tackle him. Nobody's going to tackle him. Touchdown. Oh, big hit actually at the 5. Good hit there. That might have saved the touchdown for the time being. There is a flag down at the 20, so it might be coming back, folks. Might be coming back. We'll see who it's on. And it is coming back. It's a holding call on McDowell. Dodging a bullet again. We haven't dodged enough bullets today. That makes it 3rd down and 22. 3rd down, basically backing Ranger. 43 seconds left till it's halftime. This is not good if you're the Trojans. 3rd down, 16 rather, so it's not the end of the world, but still not the best case scenario. Trojans, the timeout. 43 ticks of the clock left. I can smell some food up here in the press box. Well, I gotta get some. Hopefully, I'll ask, of course. But the hospitality and the team has been very welcoming today. The only thing McDowell's got to complain about is the score. Otherwise, that's it. Yeah, good school, not a bad stadium, turf field, so there is that. I mean, Cuyahoga Falls, they don't have a turf field. I think they're going to get one soon, though. Saw, who was it the other night? Brookside doesn't have a turf field. 3rd down, 16 from the 30. Shotgun set. Bonzo on the right. Roll out to the right. Looking, fires one deep. Nick Dubkowski's got a play on it. He picks it off. Nick Dubkowski. He's got a touchdown. He's got a pick. He's got himself a dandy. And that kills another Trojan rally. 37 seconds till we hit the half. I assume we're going to nail it out. That's what I would do at least. Beating the lights out of the Trojans. Quite literally, look at some of the lights. They're not even working right now. At Gus Anderson Field. We're not going to nail it out. This is a little surprising, but I do see Dylan Lazar out there. Plus, it's a pistol kneel down. It might be. Gabe to Dylan right side. Dylan Lazar. He's going to try to pick up a lot, and he does. 1st down to the 32, 28 seconds left. Looks like we're going to no huddle. Jake Weber on the left side. Luke Girding also on the left side. 23 seconds left. We can't stop the clock. But if we don't score, it's no big deal. Running clock more than likely 2nd half. There goes Dylan Lazar. Dylan Lazar. Go. Touchdown. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. And there's a flag. Oh, no. Thank you, by the way. Oh, no, that touchdown ran all over it. Mustn't have seen it. Thought the guy down there was just trying to pull my leg, but I guess not. Oh, wow. It happened. 35-0. Now you might as well kneel it out. Well, it's not every day you see a first down and 3 with 5 seconds in the first half. Do we dare go for the long ball? I'd go for the long ball. Why not? 5 seconds. Casey Miser this time. And Casey Miser down the sideline. That's a good gain, and that takes us to halftime. Could not have asked for a better first half. Our sideline going nuts. 35-0 at the break. We'll take off the headsets. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we listen to the band. The Proud Marching Band. You know it. 20-minute break. McDowell's got a lot to talk about. We're probably going to have some stuff to talk about. I mean, 3 turnovers, but still.
You got salsa, chips. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Get in here.
I will.
Get in here.
Been a bunch of fun for the good guys thus far. Oh, excuse me.
You got it.
I can hear the band. I was in the band, of course, as you know by now, folks.
The only thing I forgot was spoons. You gotta scoop the salsa on your own. It's all right.
There's Mr. Rudolph. Does a good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the 2025 Pride of Highland Marching Band. Classic that was written as a musical tribute to New Orleans R&B singer and piano player Fats Domino. Here is Domino.
I go, we both do it. She goes, you just missed the green part.
She was nice.
I said, we did get full, so we just got a downgrade there.
Yeah. Talk about going from Sarah to Kelsey to Foley.
I go,
Out.
I said to her, I go, you brought cookies one week and called her a giant eat?
Next song is a 1980s pop hit from the band Romance. It features our trumpet player. This is What I Like About You. single that launched the late Ozzy Osbourne solo career. Off of his 1980 album, Blizzard of Oz, this is Crazy Trainer.
Whoa, sorry, folks. Oh, brother. Here we go. No. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. My mistake. Yeah, I misread off. There we go, it's not fixed. Accidentally hit the door, that's what happened, folks. Ah, yes, we're back up and running. For those who were watching, apologies for the technical difficulties. What happened was my gimbal hit that part of the door. Let's listen to McDowell's band, shall we? Yes, we shall. Of course, our band always goes to one side of the field. We're going over there, I guess. A little surprising because we're on the opposite end. Right there. If you're having any issues with the live stream, please let me know once again. I don't know if you are. I see people tuning out. I think it might be because it's halftime, but hey, the bands deserve attention too. Just need to do that, folks. It's warm in here.
And now enjoy the 2025 McDowell Marching Band production of Exponential.
They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they use it.
Well, I'm glad that halftime show happened because otherwise I wouldn't have that much. I would not have that much time to rest my voice. Still feels a little bit light right now, but that's just how it is. Hey, everybody, time we're here for WHPW. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We are up 35-0 on McDowell. Erie McDowell struggling immensely right now, but the good news is for them is that they get the ball second half. The bad news is they're down 5 touchdowns. And even worse news, there's a running clock in the second half. Could have been 42-0 had it never been for a holding call. And of course, 3 fumbles by the good guys. One by Grady Gibb, one by Dylan Wazdar, the other one by none other than a huge surprise, rather, but Casey Miser fumbled. Otherwise, aside from those 3 plays, then the holding call, there's been nothing to get upset about if you're Mike Gibbons. I mean, sure, there's some mental mistakes, but that's going to happen. It's football. He's going to say that at the end of the game. You watch. He's going to say, hey, there's things we got to clean up, and there's things that we did good. And sure enough, that's exactly what's happened so far. It is 35-0 Black and Green Brigade really taking it to the Trojan. And I think I see the good guys. Do I see the good guys? No, I don't. Well, the marching band made it about, well, after the second quarter, folks. That's what happens when you're in another state, I guess, and you don't have the luxury of the luxury buses. Yeah, they took school buses here. I can brag to my brother that I was not on a school bus today. Well, you know what? He can brag because he can say he got to play during halftime and I did not do anything during halftime except hit that sliding door. Now I think is that the Black and Green Brigade, you know it. Much to the applause of the Highland faithful. Here we are, folks. Ready to exit and hit the field. 90 seconds till it's time for the third quarter. You see Landon Kuzma right there. In fact, we have not played the ball at all today. Sure, we've had 3 turnovers, but no punts. Can't complain about that. 35-0 could quite easily be 49-0 or somewhere around that neighborhood. Well, you're not going to complain when the good guys are doing good. Jonah Cows is going to kick off, I believe, to either Owen Haffey or Cameron Bastow. The clock, once again, will be running in the second half. You see the Trojans right there. They are going to have to need a miracle if they want to win this, baby. I'm no betting man. I don't like to bet because I might lose money. If I were to bet, I'd take the Hornets right now and just take the money and run, you know? At least that's what I would do. I'm pretty sure most folks would do the same. The clock will be running in the second half. That's right, the arm will be going up and down like I tried to do, but the ceiling is far too short. So there is that. Great performance there by the band, as always. Black and Green Brigade did their thing. The Pride of Iowa Marching Band did their thing too. And hey, you never know what can happen in the second half. I mean, hey, we scored 5 touchdowns. McDowell could quite easily score 5 touchdowns. I mean, very unlikely, but you never know. There's a reason why you play 48 minutes and not 24 in high school football. What are you going to do to beat Avon? That is the motto this season. That's the hashtag this season. Well, this is a good start. I mean, they only beat Ignatius 40-14. They never had the running clock out there. We will. We will. Of course, Avon, the reigning state champions, they beat us the last 2 years in the regional finals. This year, we're trying to make it a little different. Avon's going down to Florida this or next week, rather. That's going to be really interesting. They're playing football down the Sunshine State. We will be home sweet home. Taste the Highland Friday night against the Hudson Explorers. You know, yours truly will be on the call for it. It's going to be a good game. And Hudson usually gives us a run for our money, whether it was 2 years ago when they beat us or last year when we had to beat them in the final minutes. Final moments, I would say. Regardless, should be good. And then the following week, it's Avon Lake at Avon Lake. Avon Lake's a good school, but I don't know if they're that good. Compared to Avon, of course, they are not as good. They haven't been them in a few years, but still, Avon Lake is still a pretty good school, I'd say. We scrimmage them. That's the funny part. That is indeed the funny part. Would you look at that? You can barely see the sun right there on your screen, top left corner. And right over there, it is pitch black almost. Jonah will be kicking off for the good guys in a 35-0 affair. Good guys are really pounding. And when I say pound, I mean they are beating every square inch out of those poor McDowell Trojans. To the point in which McDowell's like, please stop it. But will we? 35-0. Clock's about to strike 0. Jonah, again, one of the most talented kickers in all of Ohio. He'll be kicking off. Casey Miser, 3 touchdowns, 1 fumble, a few receiving yards as well. A good chunk of receiving yards, I ought to say. Going a 50-yard run for Casey Miser. That made it, 21-0. He scored the first 3 touchdowns. Other 2 touchdowns coming from Luke Girding passing to Jake Weber. Of course, Grady Gitt passing to Nick Dubkowski. I believe the clock will be running in the second half. Once the kickoff is underway, Jonah Cows is ready. He runs up. He lets it go. Going to be caught at about the 5. Running up to the 10. Gets past Cooper. Gets past a lot of people. And he's strapped at the 34. So that's good. That's good. 8 seconds through the third quarter, we're back up in action. Of course, in the NFL, it's a 13-minute halftime break. Here in high school, it's 20 minutes. 35-0. We are really having ourselves a lot of fun. Will the fun continue? We're always paranoid about the lead getting lost. They say run the clock. Meanwhile, it's 7-0 Hudson. Got who they're playing. I should know who they're playing. They got their backup quarterback in, and they got about 8. Lucas Full. Schultz getting his McDowell Trojans really rowdy. They say move the chains, I believe. First down and 10 for Solt. He's in shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle and get about maybe 2 or 3 yards. Good tackle right there, including number 20, Cal Whitwing, number 13, Nico Sargent on it. Sargent, the running back, I believe, in pistol. Second down, 6 a minute through the second quarter. Clock's not going to stop unless, of course, there's an injury or something like that. Or if McDowell gets a touchdown, which is quite a possibility. They've had a bunch of good drives today. Just a missed field goal and a pick. And that one nearly picked by Cooper, speak of the devil, but it's not. Third down. And a good chunk of punts, of course, for the Trojans. Heading to the sideline is Kingston, Horton, Dickerson. Third down and 6. Everybody having fun on our side. McDowell, not so much. Number 11, that's Jordan Brown in motion. And it's a sweep to the left side. He's going to try to get something, but Cal Whitling says you're not getting anything. On behalf of number 75, who is not on the program for us, which makes me sad. Fourth down, and they're throwing in the white flag, folks. They're really surrendering with a punt. Joe McLaughlin, I mean, you're down 5 touchdowns. Odds are you're probably not going to win this game. I mean, anything is possible. You heard Kevin Garnett say that, of course. But still, here's a snap. McLaughlin, left foot kick. That ball is going to head towards the end zone. Touchback. 9:28 till it's the end of the third quarter. Tommy Murray for WHPW. Hit like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. We'll see if we roll with our stars or whatnot. I assume we'll roll with our stars one more time. That's until we score a touchdown. And once the touchdown happens, you won't see them ever again until next week against Hudson, of course. Running clock is running. I see number 12, Ben Radigan, check in. Luke Girding on the right side. Shotgun set for Gibb. He's got Casey on the right. And you know Casey's going to get it left side. Casey trying to burn him. Casey, nice juke move. He's still going. He's got a first down, I believe, at about the 30-yard line. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. Cheerleaders having fun out there. Of course, it's not easy when your team's down 35, but still, shout out to them. They're not doing bad. They're staying happy. That can't be easy, folks. Shotgun. Casey on the right. At the 31-yard line, Girding in motion. Gibb to pass. Gibb in trouble. Gibb is sacked. Well, that was one of the big question marks for us all. What do you call it? All offseason, how the O-line is going to fare. Well, that play didn't fare pretty well, I'll tell you that. Not good. I'll tell you that. Second down, 18 from the 23. This calls for a Casey Miser run, doesn't it? Casey Miser likes to burn them like toast, folks. You just know it. You just know it. Well, I don't think he's in. Dylan Lazar's in instead. And Dylan gets the call left side. Dylan Lazar's fast. He's got a first down. This time, no flags as he's got us all the way towards roughly midfield. 7:26 in the third quarter. Nothing going right for the Trojans, I guess. 44-yard line. I apologize. So hard to tell from here when you're looking at the far sideline. First down and 10 from the 44, as in there are 44 people watching right now. Pistol set. Dylan won't get it. Grady passes. Grady goes for the home run. That's pass interference if I ever saw one. Ben Radigan looking for a flag. He got it. Ben, the junior, got to be pretty happy about that, folks. I'd be pretty happy if I were Ben. You got the pass interference. He was obviously tugged on that. 6:51 in the third quarter. The clock is stopped now. Gonna be a 15-yarder. Now the clock's up and running. We all stand up as I have been all game, really. First down and 10 at the 41. Gibbs sends number 4, Anthony in motion. Anthony's got it left side. Anthony down at the 37. Anthony also a baseball player. He got some varsity time last year for us. He picks up about 4. Man down for McDowell, 6:23. By the looks of it, it's number 58, Rocco Persio, a 6'5", 265 senior. Well, you never want to see injuries, folks, that's for sure. This is one of those instances where you don't want to see an injury, especially when it's a blowout. The last thing the team that's losing wants is an injury. That's never fun. 35-0 as it'll be second down and 7 once the action resumes, folks. On a much cooler now Friday night. It's Friday afternoon for a good chunk of time. Now it's Friday night. Well, it was Friday evening, really. Now it's Friday night. Friday Night Lights, we all know how awesome that is. You see the lights right there. You see the lights right there as well. At McDowell High School in Erie, Pennsylvania. So Mr. Persillo's all right. I hope he's all right. Because again, injuries are the last thing you want to see out of any school. He's all right. That's good. That is good. It's limping. And actually, I stand corrected. It's John Nelson, number 59. Apologies on my end. John Nelson, the man hurt. So Mr. Nelson's okay. He's limping. He looks fine, but once again, one's got to be on the safe side, especially in high school football. Casey back in action as it's a 4-receiver look. And Grady, quick pass. Good catch by Anthony. He's going to try to push his way forward for a first down and does just that. At the 30. Maybe the 31, halfway through the third quarter. Not been fun for McDowell. Been a blast for us. Of course, McDowell's got a great school. Pretty sure we all know that by now. First down and 10 at the 31-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 running backs. A little unusual for us. The Gibb is going to be Grady Gibb, actually. And Gibb is still going and got close to the first down at the 21. He may have gotten it. Looks mighty close. And see if they say move the change, and yes, they will. 5:25 left in the third quarter. Almost inside the red zone in a 35-0 affair. Good guys lead. We haven't scored in the third quarter, but this is only the second possession. Obviously, we're not trying to go all in. We're just killing clock. Let this game end soon. 5 minutes. Shotgun. Looking to pass, get that one off. Or take off with it either way is all right. As he's dragged down to the 14. Good run there by Grady. He picked up about 7. No, they're going to say 8. Second down and 2. Casey Meisner checks back in. Always want to be careful with your starters, knock on wood. Yeah. 35-0. Obviously, things are going swimmingly. I see Will Girding. I see Ben Radigan on the right side. Anthony DePompey on the left. Second down and 2 at the 13 is a Casey ball. It is Casey ball. And it's a Casey first down. Oh, boy. Looked like maybe some extracurricular, but unfortunately there isn't. That's good. We don't like to see that, folks. Nope, not at all. But what we do like to see is a first down for the Black and Green Brigade. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 8 yards away from making a 6-touchdown game. Waning moments roughly in the third quarter. I always forget it's been the case a lot over the last few years. I don't mean sound like arrogant or cocky, but still, it's really been oftentimes the situation is Gibb is going to try to keep this one, and Gibb is going to go in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Grady Gibb. He's done it. He's got a second touchdown today. First one was a passing touchdown. This one being a rushing touchdown. And with 3:26 to go, it is 41-0. That's really been the case lately, you know. More often than not, I'm seeing blowouts on our end. And hey, I'm not complaining. Looks like it's Landon on for the point after attempt. Landon Kuzma. Resting Jonah Cousins away, I see. That kick is right on through. 41-0 with 3:26. 42-0 with 3:26 left. Yeah, give it to the Trojan faithful. They ain't leaving. They're staying very faithful. That's what you want to see out of fans. You don't want to see them leave. Fair weather fandom is never good. I say never. I mean never. 3:26 to go in the third quarter, where the good guys are really having a blast. 42-0. It looks like, yep, number 35, Carson Kwiatkowski, the senior, who, just like Landon, a soccer player, is ready to kick this baby off. And again, Owen Happy and Cameron Bastow back there for McDowell. Folks leaving the broadcast. I can honestly see why. It's basically a sturdy 42-0. Better than last year's week one, where I was worried for most of the game. Wasn't until the end where we closed it out. Carson knuckles this kick at about the 10-yard line. Gets past Cooper. Gets past the line. Only Carson to beat. Carson can't do anything. One man. And he mercifully drags down via the face mask at the 13. Either that or Scholar, folks. Regardless of phenomenal return. Obviously, we're not going to get away with that. Bad special team coverage right there. Not too much to yell about for McDowell tonight. That might be one of their first things to get hyped up about. 3:12 in the third quarter. Now the shutout's in jeopardy, folks. Obviously, not the end of the world if you give up a touchdown, but still has to be deflating on our end. They're 7 yards away from attacking for the first time all game. They're trying, and I've been trying to make a comeback. We'll see if there is a comeback. I pray to God there's no comeback. That'd be embarrassing. Sure enough, it was a horse collar. You see the score. Well, you did see the score in time. 3:12 left. 42-0. Clock is running once again. That's one thing. Clock is on our side. Pistol set here for number 18, Lucas Solt. And Solt with a pass that is off target, incomplete. Second down. That's been a recurring theme seemingly for the Trojans. A lot of bad passes out there. I mean, sure, they've had a fair share of good passes, but still. Second down, 7 to go. Again, Lucas Sultan for the McDowell Trojans. 2:40 left. So it's the end of the third. Solt sends a man in motion. And he's going to give it up the middle, and we're all over it. My, oh, my. including number 51, Connor Hellman. Number 17, Joel Heidelberg, like the school that is in the OAC, like us. Third down, 8 to go. Heidelberg couldn't get anything going. The 5'9" junior. He moved all back, going to Salt. Under 2 now in the third quarter. Salt looking, Heidelberg moving to the left, 5 on the play clock. Salt with 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock. Now it looks like McDowell's just going to take a timeout. That's not what you want to see if you're the Trojans. With a minute 46, that's 106 seconds to go. Third down and 8. If you don't score a touchdown here, what do you do? Do you dare kick it? Thank you, Mrs. Barr, as always. Of course, Mrs. Barr no longer a band mom. Oh, my goodness. Just realized that because all her kids have graduated now. So I'm only said hi. Good kids, the Barr family. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Miser, I'm supposed to shout her out tonight. She's out in Miami taking Brady Bendow out to the University of Miami where he'll be a Red Hawk. So hi, Mrs. Miser. Almost forgot that. What I didn't forget is that pass fell incomplete with under 100 seconds now in the third. And they're going to try their hand at a field goal. Joseph Clark looking for a dignity field goal out here for McDowell. 25-yard attempt. This to put him on the board, but really, Chris Paul hits huge 3 to cut lead down to 42. Clark go for winning this contest. Do we dare rush it? Yes, we do. You got it. So McDowell does not get shut out tonight. Courtesy of a really good return plus a horsepower tackle, but they are still way down and out. But you know what? Better that they get something than nothing. They say better late than never. That's way too little, way too late. 64 seconds left in the third quarter. Much frustrating to lose a shutout. I'll tell you, Mr. Myers not going to be too happy about that. What were you going to do when they had first and goal? The fact that they lost the yard is pretty impressive. The defense, which was supposed to be a big question this season, defensive line and offensive line, they've held their ground thus far today. Hopefully that'll be the case next week against Hudson, the week after against Avon Lake, and then Aurora, and then Copley, and then I think it's smooth sailing from there on out. Smooth sailing from there on out. Picks it off. That's going out of bounds. We'll start at the 35. Yeah, I think now would be a good time to put in your backups. Ron Hansen, they didn't even bother an onside kick. Didn't even bother. We're at the 35. Looking at it, looks like we are indeed rolling with backups. Number 14, Aiden Police. Number 10, Frankie Ianaji. Number 29, Colton Winston in the backfield. Final man, the third. Colton gets it up the middle. Colton Winston still going down at about the 38-yard line. If you know me, you know I'm the most paranoid man alive. And with this being Casey's last season, this you can basically bet this is auditioning to see who's going to take over for Casey next season. Miser had 3 touchdowns today. Gibb, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. Luke Jordan, 1 passing touchdowns. Here we go. Frankie offside. He's got a first down to the 45, maybe the 46. That takes it to the end of the third quarter. That takes it to the end of the third. Aiden Police is in taking snaps for the good guys. And it's just been all sunshine and rainbows aside from one bad special teams play, 3 turnovers. But really, can you complain? That's just me complaining, folks. It's 42-3. We're on the wrong side of midfield at the 45. Of course, that's the thing. What are you going to do to beat Avon? Right now, this is a good start if we want to beat Avon. The reigning state champions did not have a running clock against St. Ignatius. Of course, St. Ignatius, they've fallen on some hard times lately. There was 7 into the waning moments of the second quarter. Up until halftime was 14-7, and the Eagles said, you know what, enough of that. Most of the guys were at the Gordon household watching the game. There's a bootleg left side for a gain of about 3 by Jonathan Prucho. Might see John Prucho check in. And once again, this is really auditioning to see who's going to be doing what next season. I know you got a long way to go. You got about 360 some odd days till the first kickoff next year when we're hosting McDowell. But still, you know me, I'm always planning ahead of the future. I'm always paranoid. Bolton Winston on the right side. He's going to send Anthony in motion, high snap, and a keeper, John. John is still going. He's down at the 48. He goes from 148 to the other. Watts doing their jig out there. 3rd down and 3. Aiden checks in now for the good guys. Aiden, just like Brady, a senior quarterback. Career transfer. Last year he came here. Pistol for Aiden. And Colton trying to burn him outside. He's got just that and a whole bunch more. 20. Still going. 15. 10-yard line. First down. That is indeed Colton Winston. His brother Hunter, star left-handed pitcher for the Ohio Bobcats. Colton also a talented baseball player, too. You saw him. He's got a lot of action for Coach Grissom last year. Coach Grissom somewhere on that far sideline. Of course, he and his freshman team will be going up tomorrow at Lake Catholic to take on McDowell. Then at noon, it'll be JV against McDowell, Lake Catholic. Colton to the right side. He can. Did he got it? No. He's a yard short. It's all right, though. 2nd down and goal. 9:41 left till this ball game is history. We go to 1-0. You know, Mike Gibbons has only lost week 1 on 3 occasions, I want to say. 2016 Brunswick, 2019 Wadsworth, 2023 Hudson. Otherwise, he's done a masterful job. John Prucha out there taking the snaps. Does he have Bolton on the right? Yes, he does. John Prucha, bootleg up the middle. He can just moonwalk in there. He got wrestled in the end zone, however, but it doesn't matter how you score. It matters if you score. Touchdown, John Prucha. Number 9 is a junior, I beg your pardon, 6 foot 170. Now with 9:07 left, it's Carson Kwiatkowski trying to make it 49-3. There's the snap. Carson line drives it, and Carson got it. We don't play the fight song. Looks like we ain't gonna play the fight song. Well, games like these are going to happen if you're McDowell. All you got to do is just keep your head up and chug after it next week against Mentor. They're hosting the Cardinals. That won't be an easy game, I'll tell you that. Mentor, they're a tough school. The Mentor Cardinals. 9 minutes, 7 seconds left till the game is history. There's not many folks tuning in. That's unsurprising, considering the fact that this ball game is well over. But you never know. 9 minutes, 7 seconds. Clock is not going to help, considering the fact that, oh, I don't know, it's running. Here's a kickoff from Landon Kuzma. Clock running, no. 9 minutes, 7 seconds. Rough day, of course, for the Trojans. They did get a field goal. Really, just a rough day. Picks it off. Landon Kuzma with abuse. Touchback. Well, 9 minutes, 7 seconds to score 7 touchdown. Possible. I wouldn't bet on it. They'll start at the 20, and I can tell a lot of McDowell students have left by now. Very disgruntled by the outcome today. I'd be disgruntled if I were them too. Clock not running, and now it is. First down and 10 from the 20. Lucas Sultan looks to be a pistol set. Going to give it off up the middle, and he is going to get about, oh, he's still going. He's still going. My goodness, what a run there. He got 13, number 13, Nico Sargent. Nico Sargent, not a shabby run. 8:36 to go till this game ends. We're trying to get a dignity touchdown out here. Shotgun running back on the left. It's going to be a handoff to the right side against Sargent. He burns one man. He cannot burn two, as it's a nice tackle by what looks to be number 29. That would be Colton Winston again. So Colton's having himself a good job out here. Nothing new for the junior. He's a good baseball player and, of course, good football player. Dad, of course, Todd, the assistant at Highland. And a keeper up the middle. He's looking up at maybe two. Number 18, that's Stolt. Lucas Stolt on third down now and about 5. They'll say 4. I stand corrected. 7.5 till this game ends. 49-3. We might squeeze in one more touchdown. That is if we stop them here. And we don't. Good pass there from Lucas Salt to number 27, Peter Houston. At least I thought it was Houston. That might be number 37, Taylor Lincoln, rather. Lincoln, number 4 or number 37 at the 45-yard line. 7 minutes to go till this one-sided affair comes to an end. Shotgun running back on the left. Man in motion's Ben Spooner. As Solt looks to pass, Solt lobs one deep. That pass is an incomplete pass, but it turns out it's pass interference. John Prucha, the quarterback. They held on to him for a little bit. It's all right, though. It's 100% all right, even though it's a 15-yarder. Obviously, 15 yards. First and 10 here for Lucas Salt. Salt. He's going to hand it off Heidelberg. Heidelberg, nice spin move. He got past Chatham Phillip. And Heidelberg down at the 26. Gain of 14. Good run there by Joel Heidelberg. Joel's got to be happy about that, but not happy about the fact that his team is going to go to 0-1 unless they can string up something within the final 6 minutes. Remember, Peyton Manning had a crazy comeback on Monday Night Football. And about the same amount of time they have left, that was a much smaller deficit against the Buccaneers. Lucas Salt rolls out to the left side, might take off. No, he throws this one. It's caught at the 15, flying towards the right side. Gets by everybody. Touchdown. McDowell with 5:38. On the back up, could not end no touchdown game. But it's all good. I mean, as you know by now, I'm always worried. As you see Mr. Salt right there, he is definitely happy about it. I'd be happy too. Well, that's tough, folks. It's gonna, you know how worried I get about next year and all that stuff. Oh yeah, you're worried about next year. But you know me, always thinking ahead. The PAT is up and good, 49-10 with 5:38 to go. So much for all of them single digits. They've outscored us 10-7 in this second half. Good Lord. 39-point hole they're in now, so it could be worse. I assume Joseph Clark's going to try an onside kick. I got to imagine that. So if you're Coach Gibbons, you tell the team, hey, watch out. Watch out. Get your hands team out there. That's a good throw by number 80. And Joseph Clark, of course, he's a sophomore. Reminder, tomorrow we'll be back in Ohio, back in Medina County. We'll be taking on the Wadsworth Grizzlies in high school girls soccer. Coverage begins at about 4:45 maybe on WHBW. So if you like high school girls soccer, if you like a state championship caliber team as well, that might be the live stream for you. Girding and Radigan set back to return it for the good guys, but I won't be surprised if they try the onside, or maybe not. Caught by, no, he fumbles it. He's got to get out. Talk about luck being on your side. Ben Radigan could not hold on to the ball. First down and 10, however, for us at the 20. Trojans almost caught a good break. But the key word is almost. Lots of noise being made on our sideline. Good guys break out. Who's taking snaps? I see number 19, Owen Zielinski, and right side, Aiden Poison. He's dealing with Colton Winston as his running back. In pistol. First down and 10. Looks like number 88, Oscar Hudak in as well. Hand off Colton right side. Colton Winston's got speed to burn. And he got about 6, maybe 7, second down. Obviously, your concern here isn't scoring. It's bleeding out the next 5-12. Colton picked up 7 on that. It's 49-10. 35-0 at the half. This game could have been a lot more ugly. You got to give it to McDowell for still hanging in there all 48 minutes. That's not an easy thing to do. Especially when a team out of state does it. Colton, right side. Colton close to the first down marker, but I don't think he got it. Or maybe he did. Yes, he did. First down and 10, 4:35 till this ball game ends. Safe to say this first edition of Friday Night Lights in 2025 was a smashing success. Here we go, the pistol set looks like number 27 now, Joseph Arides, and Joe's gonna go left. Obviously, you're pointing the sophomores, a lot of JV guys out there. Joe Arides got 4. Second down and 6 from the 34. Under 4. Coach Gibbons, no complaints from him. Maybe some complaints, but otherwise, positives definitely outweigh the negatives. John's going to hand that one off. Oh, good spin move there. And already Joe gets up to about the 38. Third down with 3.5. That looks like disaster ran all over it, but good thing it wasn't. Cheerleaders having fun on our sideline. Third down and 2, 3:10 left in the contest now. We go in pistol. Looks like there's a handoff right side. Number 30. He's not going to get it. Or did he? I don't think he did. Original number 30 on my program. We say, oh, what the heck? Keep the troops on the field. We won this game anyways. 4th down and 1. First time we faced a 4th down all game. Oh, you guys, you dare push it up the middle. Push it real good. You might. We're now lining up under center. Well, surprising. 36, the quarterback. Again, no 36 on my roster. It's a first down run to the 45, 48. Now we can nail it out. Now we can most certainly nail it out. That is, we'll see what Mr. Gibbons wants to do. I'll score 10-7 in the second half, but honestly, it was 35-0 at that point. Actually, we outscored them 14-10. I stand corrected. My mistake. Oddly enough, we are not nailing it out. This is shocking as Aiden winds up in shotgun. High snap. Aiden hands it off. It's Joe Arides. Passed up to midfield. 92 seconds left. We'll leave the press box. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. A good game for the good guys. Oh boy, almost had the gimbal not working there, folks, but I fear it's working all right. So we line up under center and single back. You know what that means? Victory formation for the black and green brigade. Here, I believe that we have won. Aiden's gonna nail it out. Should Eagles brotherly shove. You're telling me, Mohammed. You're telling me.